All right, this part two. Now, sorry about the last video. I believe my memory card was too full, so I had to delete some videos. So I will try to see if I could backtrack to what we talked about. So the video was about accountability. So I don't remember what I said at the end, but I believe I was trying to set an example where if a police officer arrests you for self-defense, I believe I believe that, to me, that's unfair, because if somebody is coming to you at direct and they're making false claims on you, I don't believe that you should go to jail for that. I believe that that should be investigated before arrest. Sometimes I feel like the cops don't really pay attention to stuff when it comes down to certain things. They just go by a word and they just go by it and they just start doing their actual investigation. I believe that, I think my suggestion is to, okay, if let's say if somebody got a gun and they shoot that person because they came at them with offense, and with offense they refuse, like let's say that person with the gun says, hey, just leave, go home, I'm giving you a chance here, just go home, and then that person refused to leave because their ego is telling them to keep pushing. That kind of lets you know right there that they don't care about their life at that point, because ain't no point in you living, because it's more like you really don't want to go home. You want to just keep it going until he shoots you, because you want to be the tough girl or the tough guy. And it's like, okay, well, if that's the case, then maybe it's best if I just restrain you myself by putting bullets on you. Now, if the person ends up killed, I don't believe that the shooter meant to kill him. You could charge them with third degree, but I think murder shouldn't be the word for it. I think there should be another word for when somebody tried to shoot at someone for self-defense. I feel like even if that person don't have a gun or not, if that person is threatening your life, whether it's a female or male, that person should not go. That person with the gun should not go to jail, not until it be investigated, and you need to have a witness, a raw audio recording, or a videotape or something. Because again, I understand people don't like violence, especially if it involves with gender or or race or sex, if you're part of the LGBT community. But when it comes down to self-defense, you can't be scared of that. You just can't. So again, I pray for those people. I pray for you guys, because I know you don't mean no harm. You're just trying to get by. You're trying to get home, and we try our absolute, and y'all try your absolute best to avoid going crazy. I think we all do, but the problem is there are just crazy people out there. You could blame the pandemic. You could blame inflation. But I gotta blame lack of therapy. I think a lot of people just lack going to therapy. I really do. Like, a lot of people need to go, because if they don't go, some point someone is going to get hurt, somebody's going to get shot and stabbed, and that's why we got, and you wonder why we got all these mass shootings, man, because nobody's looking out for these people. Nobody's looking out for these men. Nobody's looking out for these women. It's just, it's sad to me, because we just need more people to go to therapy. Therapy, you know what I'm saying? I understand medication and all that. I don't believe in medication. I believe in the Holy Ghost of the holy water of Jesus Christ. That's what I believe. But there's just a lot of people that don't believe in that, and there's people out there that depend on that. And if you got to take medication, and the doctor said you got to take it, and that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. But that doesn't mean I got to do it. But if you got to do it because you don't have God in your life, you don't have anything to protect you and the Holy Spirit, then you might as well just go ahead and take it, man, because you ain't got no one else to live for, unless you want to go to rehab, And it doesn't. You don't have to be on drugs or be an alcoholic to figure that out. I mean, you just maybe you were raped when you was a kid. Maybe you have no parents. Maybe you don't have people in your family that really look out for you. And if that's the case, obviously, they say, not, what doesn't kill you make you stronger. But what is rape? You know what I'm saying? If somebody rape you, and you have to live with that, and you take it out on the people that didn't cut you, what's the point of even saying that? I feel like it did kill you. It killed you spiritually, to the point where you can't move, to the point where you can't talk. The more you can't build friends. Like, pay attention to those personality traits. Pay attention to that. So, to me, behavior matters. If we could just focus on behavior and not the labels, I think we can get justice for mental health, including those that have guns. I think that having a gun is self-care. Only if you know how to use it, because there's just people out there that just don't know how to use it, especially if they're walking around with it illegally. So I don't believe that people should carry it if they're mentally ill. But however, if you have self-control, and that's why I say take gun classes, go to therapy, do the work, so that way you know that you can handle it and you can't. So I'm not here to promote guns or nothing. I'm not doing that. I'm just trying to set up a little bit of info when it comes down to Second Amendment, because I know a little bit. I don't know a whole lot, but as you learn over time, you just want to make sure you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, because I go hunting, so it's kind of like and I took hunting classes, so it's like you have to know what you're gonna do. You have to know when to clean. You gotta know when to do stuff. So I just feel like, for me, I just know people rights. I just know gun rights. You know what I'm saying? But I know people rights too. So the main thing I just encourage people to do, if you're just really trying to survive and protect yourselves, always protect yourself, because I want what's best for you and I want what's best for everyone. So hopefully that with this part 2 it can come something. But I also want to say one more thing before I end this video. For all the people that do know me from school and from past tense, or rather you see me in the street or whatever, I just want to know this: like, costing anybody's life is not worth it. It's a big price to pay. So if I die from anything, rather if somebody shoot me or somebody shoot me or stab me or do anything crazy, I just want you to know that all these videos I'm posting on this channel is to leave behind, to let people know that, look, that I'm a human being and I have feelings and I'm a person, and when it comes down to respect, I don't have to earn it from you, because you don't know a single thing about respect. I feel like when it comes down to respect, I feel like respect has not been earned by certain people, because certain people have messed it up for us in this generation, thanks to social media. But I know for all the times I have been alive, I've always tried to be the one to help people. I always try to be the one to reach out. I always try to be the one to look out. And if I ain't looking out, man, listen, I ain't me. You know what I mean? Because I have a big heart, and I know I believe in certain people, but only if I know you. Because nowadays I gotta get to know somebody in order for me to look out for you. But you gotta look out for me. Loyalty, I take loyalty, honesty, I take that very high. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't do any of those things, then we can't build trust. We can't communicate. And when it comes down to neither one of that, I care about that a lot. I didn't get all that when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I ain't gonna go there with my family or whatnot, but I ain't never had friends. You know what I'm saying? Never have, never will. Because I don't trust nobody. You know what I mean? Because if I had somebody to trust, then I wouldn't rely on nobody but that person. I mean, I never had a female friend. If I had a female friend that would educate me and keep me grounded and keep me restrained, I would have probably, I probably wouldn't, do all the, crazy stuff that I do back in the day. I ain't do anything illegal, you know what I'm saying, like sexually harass or sexual assault, but it's just like, I ain't gonna lie. I was reckless back in the day because I didn't have nobody bossing me up in my background. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no family telling me what to do. You know, like I had family, but I didn't have family. I had to do everything on my own, and I had to learn through on my own as life goes. So you know, my dad was working. My mom, she was going through her phase with mental health. I mean, you don't know how many times I saw my mama cry. You know what I mean? You don't know how many times I saw my dad cry. You ain't never, you know, you ain't seen the pain. You ain't seen the struggle. You know, and if you ain't never seen it, you can't believe it, and I don't want you to believe it because you ain't never sat down to see it. So with that being said, all these people out here that be hating on me, look, I don't blame y'all if y'all hate me. You can choose to hate me, but I am growing and evolving slowly but surely. Not even slowly, man. I'm evolving fast because of self-awareness and my surroundings. I have to move smarter when it comes down to certain things. So again, hopefully I could live hopefully I could live this earth long enough to see my daughter, and see my future wife. You know what I'm saying? Because I do believe in marriage, and I hope to get married. You know, and I hope to have kids, but until then, I have to walk this earth alone. And you know, and hopefully, you know, I just hope that the guardian angels will protect me, you know. And if you believe in God, you will respect that and you will understand that. But if you don't believe in God, I'm not expecting you to understand. All I can encourage you to do is listen, you know. But again, I'm just happy that I'm able to make these videos. I'm glad to make time for it, and I'm hoping to make more down the way as I'm still here on this earth. And for everybody that's out there that's struggling with the same thing, man, I pray for you guys, and hopefully we can connect, you know, because I would love to have a conversation with you guys. I'm always here. So for anybody out there that's dealing with mental health, like I said, go to therapy. If you can't afford therapy, there are insurance policies and companies that will help you with that. And hopefully, you know, like Medicare, like Medicaid, Medicare, Medicare, I think I said that right. And TRICARE, you know, they'll look out for you, you know what I mean? So I do hope that everything goes well for you, and I hope that, you know, that you'll do whatever it takes to get to where you need to go. I mean, I pray for you guys because I'm struggling with the same thing you're going through. So whatever you're going through, I'm going through it too. And you know, if you want, and again, I also thought about this too, about racism. I know we hate talking about that, right? I do want to say this, man. Like, for all the white women out there that's falsely accusing black men for certain things, I pray for y'all too, because there's a lot of pain and anger that's going on with y'all, and I just pray you get that anger out of you. You know, because I don't know why we live in a world where everything is so backwards. And again, if you don't like black men, you just don't like them. You know what I mean? But for you to go after them and make fun of them or try to call the cops on them, man, that's corny, man. Like leave those men alone. They're not bothering you. I just think racism just gotta go, you know. And you know, I don't blame no black man if a white woman come at you with disrespect. You know, I don't blame no black man that put their hands on them. But because you gotta know, when when you're getting bullied by somebody outside of your own race and it's on camera, there's nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? That person deserves to go to jail. The white person that put their hands on the black person. And I don't think, and if you think, oh well, he's a black man, he shouldn't be hitting a white woman. If the white woman's coming at him with on silent. Okay, so I say, like, if a white woman is coming at him with violence and rage, a black man has every right to react the way he has to react. I mean, again, I saw a video where a black man was getting attacked at a football game, you know, by a white couple. So a white woman slapped him in the face, and he had to come back. He had to throw hands with the husband, and it was just like that. I can't tolerate. if a woman can't hit me, no way. You can't hit me, no way. You know what I mean? So I just hope that you get out. So I hope I walk away from you. That's the first thing I'll do. Now I don't know why he didn't walk away, but I just assume he was caught in the moment, and and I feel like he has that right to defend himself. I mean, if you, I ain't gonna show the video, but I just know if somebody's attacking you with violence, then you have every right to defend yourself. So it don't matter what gender you are, or what color, regardless of what color you are, or what gender you are. If you're coming at somebody with anger and if you're going at somebody with anger, then you're at fault, because why are you trying to start something that you can just take outside or take somewhere privately? You're only making a fool out of yourself. Anger doesn't get you nowhere, bro. So if a person got a gun or somebody throwing hands, that person ain't angry at you. He's angry at the fact that you're embarrassing him. It's embarrassment. You're embarrassing that black man for when you put your hands on him, and you don't realize that what you're doing is wrong. So if you go to jail, I hope you do. And if you get shot, I hope you do. Because you shouldn't even be in this public. Because if we're in a public where we got kids around that can pull out their phones and record, that needs to be talked about. Because I don't want my kids looking at that, because that lets them know that the world is sick. And I'm telling you right now that we're not going to get down with the sickness. So if somebody coming over here trying to promote cancer, metaphorically, then we got to get rid of them, because they're making us feel sick. If you want to, okay, well, let's take cancer out. COVID. You know what I'm saying? If somebody coming over here spreading COVID, we got to get them out of here, because not everybody's affected by COVID. You know what I mean? Metaphorically. So it's just like, don't look at gender, don't look at race. Who cares if that's a white woman? Who cares if that's a black man? It's behavior. If the white woman coming at the black man with anger, and he has to defend himself, rather she's with somebody or not, you have to arrest the person that started the fight. Who cares about what he did? Well, it's about what she started. Okay, and I know what you're gonna say. Why you couldn't just walk away? Okay, what if the person follows? Okay, you asked that question. Here's my question. What if that white woman followed me? What if she followed me to my car and there's no cops? You know what that says right there? She's a stalker, and that's stalking. And that being said, if I pull out and I was trying to make sure she wouldn't pull out her knife and stab me. And if she don't have a knife, I don't know that. I just know she was following me to my car. You don't follow somebody to the car. She wouldn't like it if I follow her to her car, and she's a woman. You can't follow no woman to the car. You feel me? So it's just like, you understand? So it's like, we have to set laws in place where self-defense is illegal. And if there are laws in place, then okay, that's good. But I still don't see it, because people still go to jail for wrongful convictions. So hopefully people that have lawyers can get the best ones and get the best deals, and hopefully you could be able to use those in advantage, because it's scary out here, man, and people are really getting crazy now. You can't even get a date no more, because everybody's so socially awkward. So, and you can blame these devices, and you can blame social media. So protect yourselves out here, man. Keep yourself safe, and thank you for listening. And just remember, this is the part 2 of accountability. I'm probably going to change the channel. I'm probably going to change the title. Sorry, I said channel. I'm going to change the title of this video to make it a little bit more unique. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So anyway, I'm logging off. But I'll see you guys next time, all right? All right. God bless.